Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Esther Effect. My name is Georgia and this is God's channel. So what's been happening the last couple weeks is I have actually been feeling the Lord actually pulling me away. Literally, I feel like it's Song of Solomon, word for word. It goes, Song of Solomon 1:4. Draw me into your heart. We will run away together into the king's cloud-filled chamber. And it's so funny because there was a point when I was feeling like, is this isolation? Is this just me? Is this, I was feeling the Lord calling me away to just be with him for hours and hours and hours on end. And it's so crazy because I feel like this is a word for the church, because after I went through that and I realized, no, this is purely the Lord. And this is not isolation of being pulled away or me isolating myself, because all I wanted to do, I just felt so hungry and I felt the Lord calling me to press in. He told me he was going to start taking me to other worlds. And it's so crazy. It's so amazing because soon after that, I started running into other people. The Lord told me, no, this is me. I'm literally calling you into my cloud-filled chamber where we're going to run away together and I'm taking you to other worlds. And it was so intense because I started talking to other people and I was explaining this to certain people. And as I started to open up my heart to other people, the Lord was telling me, like, this is what I'm doing in the church. I'm bringing people into a time, I'm bringing them into a time of just me and them and me. And I want to reveal to them the secrets and the mysteries of my heart. And I would talk to people. I would start to open up my heart to different people. One at a time, they would come out of the woodwork and they would all be saying the same thing, that the Lord is bringing them into this time of just them, in like leading them up the stairs, holding. I just have this picture so etched in my brain where it's the Lord leading me up these stairs. They're like transparent stairs, and but they're laden with rose petals, and they're leading me up to this cloud-filled chamber, just filled with effervescent, like just lights, all lights. And it's just me and the Lord. And he brings me into this garden and he walks and he like twirls me around, and it's like this garden, but it's a chamber, but it's made for lovers. It's made for people that are in love. And it's just me and him. And I'm always just sitting on his lap. I can hardly explain it to you with words, but I'm sitting on his lap with my legs like, sit just kind of like when you sit kind of side saddle on a horse, but with my feet up, and then I'm just draped, the top of my body is draped over his neck with my face facing his neck. And so it's just so intimate and it's so raw and it's so real and it's so him. And I've been talking to so many people. I got a word for a girl at the upper room. She's just amazing. And the Lord had so much to tell her. And I didn't even finish everything because there was so much. But as soon as we got to talking again, she started telling me, okay, she was like, it's so crazy. She's like, I was feeling like isolation. I was feeling the Lord calling me into a time of just me and him, and hours on end. And it was just another one. It was so many people. So I just feel, Song of Songs right now is just so real in the body right now, that it's a time of preparation for what's to come in the church. That literally this time of being so intimate with the Lord, knowing every detail, I love to trace his face, the outline of his face and his nose, and I just know it's so detailed. Every detail of his face, I love to trace every outline of his face all day long. I'll just over and over again, and he just looks at me and smiles. And there's just this time of just intimately knowing him and him intimately knowing you. And so he's preparing the body for something huge that's coming into the United States and into the world. So we need to know every part of him. We need to know just the way he thinks, the way he operates, the way his heart is so melted and so intimately drawn towards you, how he craves your touch and how he craves your gaze. And he just is he's so jealous for our time. And it's not a jealous in the way that the world thinks, but if you know what I'm talking about, it's because he just longs to be with you. He longs for your touch. He longs for your gaze. He longs to spend hours and hours of time just embracing you and holding you, and he wants to tell you the secrets and the mysteries of his heart and of the future to come into yours and the destiny that you have. So he loves you so much. And so if you're going through this, don't be discouraged. There's might be people that misunderstand you when you're spending 4, 5, 6 hours, 7 hours, maybe 10 hours at a time with him alone, and him revealing the mysteries, taking you to other worlds, portals, just everything that he wants to do in your life. He's gonna start to minister to you, and just even if you're just sitting there being quiet, he loves it. He loves it. He adores it. So don't get discouraged when people maybe misunderstand you for spending time alone with him. I'm a very extroverted person, so for me that was scary, and I actually had to mourn that. And so you're not alone. He's doing this to the church. He's doing this to a lot of people, and I know that very strong. I can feel him even in this room right now. So I just hope this encourages you. I love you so much, and have a wonderful night.